What is up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again with a 2025 Carson Hocevar Zeigler 50th Anniversary Chevrolet. The gold paint on this car, man, you really got to see it in person to do it justice, so to speak. Fantastic looking car. Let's check it out. And here we go, folks, with today's Diecast review. The Carson Hocevar alternate paint scheme for the Zeigler sponsorship. Now, I think he had a Zeigler car made. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it, by the way. In 2024, but obviously 2025, I guess it's their 50th anniversary. And they made an incredible looking paint scheme. Very reminiscent of the Bass Pro Shops cars for RCR in, 2019, I believe. And they had some amazing gold metallic style cars and, well, kind of have a little bit of a throwback to that, perhaps. I don't know. Fantastic piece here. So officially, here's the name of it. I'm going to go ahead and get it out of the box. And yes, it is a die-cast body and chassis with rubber tires. Let's check it out. Here we go, folks, with today's die-cast out of the box. And I told you, man, this gold metallic flake is incredible. Now, I'm trying to film this in 4K. I don't know if YouTube will compress it or not, but I'm just telling you from the naked eye, this thing is incredible stuff. Wow, what a cool looking paint scheme here. If I remember correctly, he ran this, I think, at Michigan. I could be tripping on that, but I remember him running a special paint scheme at Michigan. He had a really fast car that day and even had a chance to win. So this might have been there. I'm not 1,000% sure on that. So anyways, you got Hocevar right here on the front windscreen banner. You have Auto Group, or Zeigler Auto Group. That's probably how it is. This is retro right here. This kind of reminds me of the Shelby Mustang Ford, logos. Paint scheme design for this car is gold and black in a very sharp looking livery, in my opinion. You can see most of the black right here on the front portion of the car. Then you have underneath the headlights, you have that gold that kind of peeks through. But on the sides of the car, it's very minimalistic with, some stripes, if you will, of the black around the car. But just really well done job, in my opinion. Got the 77 right there on the front. Spire Motorsports right there on the right side. Get Z01, Sunoco on both sides. And go over to the left side of the diecast. And Carson Hocevar, in my honest opinion, he's one of my favorite drivers in the sport because he's aggressive. He races how he wants to. He might upset some people on the racetrack, but I'm just going to keep it real. Not to use a wrestling analogy, because why would I use a wrestling analogy? I don't know. But sometimes you need a good heel. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't have nothing but faces. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a guy that kind of fires people up, so to speak. And I think Carson Hocevar, not an exact comparison, but hey, man, he races how he wants to, right? Whether you like him or not. And I think it's exciting. I enjoy racing or watching him race. And I like it. I think it's good for the sport. You need some villains. You need some heroes. You need some cats that are not afraid to do what he wants on the racetrack. I think it's fun to watch. So check out this paint scheme here. So you have the number 77 here, but you have the Zeigler.com decal there. One of my favorite things about the next gen liveries is when sponsors do the sideways logo. I think it looks so cool on the stock car. It takes up a lot of the real estate space. I can't stand when they just put a tiny decal here and they leave this area completely, wide open. They use the whole side panel. W Spire Motorsports. Got Goodyear there. NASCAR Cup Series, Nations Guard, Delaware Life, and then you have Respect right there on the rocker box. I'm telling you, the gold flakes on this car is remarkable, guys. Get Carson Hocevar on the driver name rail. Over here to the B post, Chevrolet. I see 1001 Group, Nations Guard, and two other decals. Got Chili's right there. Hopefully we can do a die-cast review on the Chili's car. Hopefully soon. I don't currently have that car. It was out of stock, I believe, at Circle B. So, if you're looking for 164 diecast with the lower MOQ, they're more common to be sold out way earlier than expected. So, make sure to pre-order your diecasts for the ones you definitely want, because I still haven't seen the Chili's car come back into stock over there at Circle B. So make sure to tap it over there, guys. You can use that promo code if you like to help save on shipping. You don't have to, though. For the back panel of the diecast here, you have Spire Motorsports on the left side, Safety Clean, CO1, Chevrolet 77, and then you have hiring technicians at Zeigler.com/tech. Go to the right side of the diecast here. This is a cool looking livery, man. The front and the back of the car is mostly black, but then on the sides of it, you have that metallic gold. We do have a pretty gnarly decal error there. That's unfortunate. I mean, I guess if you wanted a diecast, you could turn into a raced version. Maybe there's some scrapage there from the wall that might cover it up. You know what I'm saying? So this could be a good substitute for that. I like the painted rocker box, or wrapped, so to speak, because they don't actually paint them anymore. But I don't think they paint them. Maybe they paint some of the vinyl wraps. I don't think they do. I think they can print all that, because it's the same stuff they use like on street cars, where they do like a matte black wrap or a neon pink or something crazy. You know, I believe they can all do that with vinyl wraps nowadays. Now this is a little bit of an upsy-do right here. The 77 is just a scotch on the Cup Series decal. I don't know if that is a factory, error. I think this is probably more or less a template error, because you can just see the corner of it is a little bit covered. So whenever they were mocking up the template, they probably oversized the 77, or they didn't move this further back. It does happen. You can see the G on a Goodyear a little bit off right there. That's unfortunate. Again, it's going to happen. If you're curious, the car is painted gold, so all the black portion of the car is actually wrapped. Top of the diecast, you have the number 77 there. Now, this is a new sponsor placement in 2025. Is right above the window, front windshield, rather. And this one has Zeigler Auto Group there. But that's something new for 2025, as well as the spoiler decals. And then you have the A-post livery, area where they put on the livery. So that's 3 places in 2025 they have changed the sponsors, location. I think in 2026 they opened this up as well for at least the spoilers for the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series. I'm not sure if any other locations. I mean, they did remove the rear name banner and replaced it with a manufacturer banner. So each year they change it up a little bit. You got Game Bridge right there, Hocevar on the back window. Then you have CyclePartsNation.com on the deck lid. Look at the gold on this thing. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful paint job, man. My favorite colors for race cars, day glow or metallic, but metallic number 1. I mean, that's just, a candy apple red, candy apple green. Oh my goodness, man. Just beautiful paint jobs. I love metallic paints. Fluorescent and metallic. That's one of my favorite NASCAR paint scheme of all time. A lot of people might say that, the 43 car, the 3 car, the 24 car, whatever era it may be. My favorite paint scheme of all time, Tony Stewart Old Spice Swagger 2009 Chevrolet Impala. Favorite paint scheme ever. It's so freaking cool. So anyways, I'm going to show some new diecasts that have recently released, and take a gander at them, man. Check these out. How about this one right here? Coke 600 Ross Chastain jockey car. That is fantastic. I believe Hocevar had a chance to win that race, and then his engine went, well, boom, boom. Let's show another raced version diecast here. This is the Mexico City Raced Win SVG diecast. That thing is absolutely incredible. And then how about this one? Sonoma Raced Win SVG car. That's going to fall. Look at that first ever Red Bull Raced Win diecast. It feels like a pipe dream, honestly. The fact that in 2025, Red Bull is back in NASCAR, and then here in 2026, we physically have a diecast of the raced version. I mean, it's just so freaking cool. And I'm going to show one more, and this one I feel like is such a sleeper diecast, because to me, this is my favorite Reddick paint scheme probably ever. Is the Texas Jordan brand car. This thing was ran at Texas Motor Speedway in 2025. This thing is called the Jordan brand Crystal car. Oh my goodness. Like, from afar, it almost looks like a digital camo, but when you look up to it, it's like these random like shards of crystal. It's such an awesome looking paint scheme, man. Highly recommend it. There's like a gajillion diecasts that have came out in the last 3 months. the 164s, man, I mean, it's insane. I have never seen this many 164s getting produced in NASCAR modern diecast history, or say modern, but recently. The only other year I could really think about would be 2005, and that was the last year you had like 4 different diecast manufacturers. You had Action / Winter Circle, then you had Hot Wheels, then you had Racing Champions, and then you had Team Caliber. So you had 4 different diecast companies that are just, competing to sign drivers and make their stuff. And I mean, you just had everything from borderline backmarker teams. They didn't make like the unsponsored backmarker cars, really. There was no need to if they didn't have a sponsor, you know what I'm saying? But, Busch Series stuff. Heck, they were even making Truck Series diecasts. I haven't seen 164 production numbers in terms of total paint schemes since then. I'm not saying that's 100% accurate, but that's what it really feels like. So for a 164 collector, enjoy what you're seeing, man. I don't know how long this will last. I'm hoping it doesn't end, but man, it is a wild change from where 164 collecting was just in 2019, because you can't really consider the pandemic because that's kind of out of their control, but wild stuff. Thank you all for watching the video. Have a blessed one, everybody. DB signing off.